Namaste and hello, I'm back with a new video, and in this video we see some strategies about how to approach German learning and some common mistakes that we must avoid. So let's begin.
So first one is Geschlecht, article. Geschlecht means gender, article is article, right? So in English, when we see, we have living and non-living. For non-living, okay, it's neutral case, right? But here in German, it's not like that. Table, der Tisch, masculine case. Bottle, die Flasche, feminine case, okay? So this video is not about all the articles. I will be soon making a video where I will be giving you tips and tricks, how to deal with the articles and genders of the particular nouns. But here we see that do not follow the English approach. Okay, so just go with the German thing. If you see, just have a look at the expression of this kid. So he was searching for a word skirt, right, in German language. So he got to know that it's called rock. He assumed the article to be feminine, but no, it's masculine. You cannot choose the articles on your own. There are some predefined articles for all the nouns, and that's how it works. So do not make mistakes in this. Next we have EI or IE concept. This is very often like students make mistake in this. So I've seen this throughout my teaching experience. Many times they make a mistake, and why it happens is the reason is here. So in English you have words like foreign, leisure, seas, and so on. So this EI is something different that we are used to, but when we start learning German language, we make mistakes. But for German, if we see, it's very simple. If you have a German word with EI, it's ending with I, right? So you have the I sound of English. When you have IE on the other hand, it's E sound, it's ending with E, so the sound is E. For example here, eins, 1, drei, number 3, vier, 7. So if you check, we have the examples here. It's starting with EI, ending with EI. So that's eins, not eins. Okay. So do not make such mistake, because it doesn't look good when you are reading something and you make such mistakes with EI or IE. So just look after this mistake. And then you have tenses, right? In tenses, presence, the present tense, preteritum, participle perfect, these two are used for the past cases. This is for the present. Okay. So if you see here, schreiben, right? We did this verb also in our lesson when we were discussing the verb conjugations. So you know how the verb conjugations work. Ich schreibe, du schreibst, and all. Schreiben, schrieb, geschrieben. So if you see EI, there's a reversal of the vowel here. So EI is changing to IE. Here also, geschrieben. Same for the other example, bleiben. There are many examples. Bleiben, blieb, geblieben. Okay. So keep this in mind that EII is not just about the sound, it's about the tenses also, it's about words also. There are a few words like if you change the EI to IE, the meaning would be different. Still, if you make some mistake, then you can simply say, es tut mir leid. Oops, es tut mir leid. Right? Remember, we did this in the greetings lesson. So es tut mir leid, I'm sorry, or es tut mir sehr leid, very sorry. So if you see here, Lied is song. To say sorry, we use Leid, sorrow. Okay. So let's see, we have something else also here. This is also one of the mistakes, and you do not skip the video, okay? Because most of the things, are there on the screen, but few things are there that would be, delivered to you in a verbal form. So you will skip something. So you will miss the idea of this video. So do not do that. Now we have Englische Wörter, so English words. So as you know, English is a very popular language, right? Everybody uses it. This particular video I am explaining to you is also in the same language. So we have picked, few words from the English language that's kind of international words. So here, if we see, they are in the German language also. So like their computer. So computer is a English word. So it's as it is, you use it in German language. It's masculine case, the article is there. That's one different thing. Then you have the verb also, like you do chatting on social websites, or normally also on WhatsApp and all. So you do chatting, they have this verb chatten. So you do not say chatten. You do not say a, a, right? So you do not follow the pronunciation of the alphabets of the German. You just see, okay, so international word, the English word, chatting, chatten. Similarly, it goes with this. Jogging, not jogging, because J is yacht. So jogging, to do jogging. Die Information, Tion, Sion. Die Information, so it's information. Then you have this verb also that you can use in German language. You have other verbs to send. You have schicken, right? But this can also be used senden, to send. Sweatshirt, okay, that's also a part of German language. You can say this word sweatshirt. No other word for this, right? So you can use it, and das sweatshirt. So don't make mistakes when it's about the English words, right? The pronunciation is totally different. Then we come to the next part, umlauts, right? What are umlauts? You already know about this. A to Z alphabets, right? The English thing. We have that in German. And few alphabets are the same pronunciation also, like L, M, N, O. You have few alphabets with the same pronunciation in German, right? That's the easy thing about this language. Then you have 27th, 28th, and 29th component. What is that? Umlauts. You put two dots on vowels A, O, U. Okay. So just be careful when you are dealing with umlauts. Let me clear that with an example here. Shown. It's not shown, it's shown. Beautiful. Remove the umlauts, you get shown already. So just the umlauts is making a difference. You have a completely different word here, but it's not applicable every time that you just remove the umlauts and you get some other word. No, that's not possible here. So if you see fünf, the number 5, right? You removed umlauts and you thought it would be some word. No, you will not found anything. You will not find anything with this word. It doesn't exist. Fünf, no. Okay. Here, regarding the umlauts, it's not just about the meaning. It changes the meaning. It changes the number also, the quantity. Apfel, single apple. Äpfel, apples. Apfel, Äpfel. Okay, this was done in our lesson when we did lesson number 2 only. In the beginning, we started with the alphabets. So you can see about A to Z and umlauts, and it said everything is there. Next example is the same one, right? Bruder is brother, Bruder. So use that carefully where you are putting umlauts and where not. So Bruder, we have these brothers. Celebrity brothers. You know them? Let's move to the next part now. Pluralformen. So plural forms. Okay. What is the mistake we do here? Again, the same thing. Like we have in our mind the English concepts, right? You put S, you add S, ES, IS to make the plural form. Day, days, hero, heroes, city, cities. Even you put VES like leaf, leaves. But in German, it's not just about S or IES, right? There are many other endings also playing a role here. For example, coolies. So coolies, okay, the English thing, S you added. Then you have Stift, Stifter, or Oren. So this is the endings, right? And few endings mentioned here that help you to frame the plural form. So you do not decide, okay, I will put S or ES. It's already pre-designed in the language. So you need to be very careful when you learn new words. Learn them with the article. Okay, what is the gender of this noun? If you are talking about noun, and what is the plural form for it? If you're learning verbs, the different thing. Adverbs, adjectives. Okay. And yes, if you see the last one, fenster, you do not add anything and you have fenster. Computer, computer. So the plural form is the same. You do not add anything. Just the number before it or the article tells us that it's plural form or single, right? So just be careful about this. Then we have this special symbol, right? 30th one. So 26 alphabets A to Z. Then we have umlauts, 27, 28, 29, already discussed. 30th one is Eszett. This looks like the beta symbol, right? You must have seen it in mathematics or science if you are new to German, or maybe you have just seen it for the first time in the German language, right? So that's Eszett. What is it? Weiß. If you see one example here, Weiß, okay? So Weiß has two meanings. The first one is the color, white, right? We discussed this in the lesson colors, if you remember. So weiß is one of the color, but it has a different meaning also. It has one second meaning also, verb form of wissen. So it's a verb conjugation of wissen. Wissen is to know. If you see here the verb, the infinitive form is WISSEN. Auf Deutsch WISSEN. So you have double S. But in the form, you have this, Eszett. So Eszett is basically S sound only. You can put double S when you cannot write that. This is basically about, for example, you are using your cell phone. You know just press on S. You get the option for this Eszett symbol also. Or you use Alt 0223. You get this in your computer also, right? But if you do not have it, or when you are writing with your hands, of course you can make this symbol. But if by chance you cannot write this symbol, then you use double S for that time being. Okay, but you cannot replace yourself. You cannot just replace double S anywhere. If the word is with double S, it is with double S. Fußball, football, or fuss is like for foot. So this is the word they have already predefined. And then you need to be careful about this, right? Check this example. So this is a verb, essen, to eat. And as we discussed like few slides back, we discussed, okay, whenever you are learning the forms like EII concept, we discussed that bleiben, blieb, geblieben. So you see this presence, preteritum, participle perfect, right? Both are the past forms. So essen, aß, gegessen. Okay, so here is double S, here is double S, but not here. So do not write A double S. That's something else. Okay, so just be careful about this, because I've seen many times the students are making mistake in this. So that's why I thought to bring that to your notice, that just don't make these mistakes, right? So Irren ist menschlich. We say that in German language. So that means we are humans. We do mistakes. That's normal. So do mistakes, but we learn from the mistakes that everyone do, right? So if we have all the mistakes in front of us, we can learn from this and try to avoid doing that. Do something new. So do a new mistake, okay? Now we are here. So seventh one is Ein Nomen, mehr Artikel. Okay, so what is it about? So you have an article, that's dedicated to some noun. So every noun has one article or gender associated with it. Why here we have mehr article, more articles? So this meme, if you have seen, I made it and I uploaded it on Instagram and Facebook also, right? So you loved it. Der or das. So der, male case or neutral case. If you check here, both are correct, right? So this particular noun has two articles, der also and das also. So there are many examples. Let me quote just one more example here. Email. So it's D or the das. So both are correct. It's D email also and das email also. Now the next concept here in this slide is you have this word TAG. This also has two articles possible, but then they have a complete different meaning. First one on the left hand side, this is day. The other one is tag, the price tag or hashtag that you use. So what's the difference? This one is der Tag, the day. Das Tag, not tag. Das Tag, the English one. So do not make such mistakes. Now we have Ähnliche Wörter, the similar words. So this is very confusing. Like you hear some word and you think, okay, that's something else. So similarity in the words or they are confusing when you write it. So they have the similar alphabets. So we need to work on that. With practice, you can do it. So suppose this word fire, right? If I say fire, so it is this celebration and not this, the English one. It's not fire. This is a German word, right? For celebration. Second one, I have seen many students get confused with this. Ferien, Verein. F is F in German language and V is V. Volkswagen, remember? V, so F sound. But IE, EI. So this is Ferien, die Ferien, plural. For vacation, you relax. Not happening in 2020, I know. But yes. Then Verein is for club, right? This is some picture of the club or sports club. So do not get confused with this. So ein Tipp here, Gedicht, Gericht, Gesicht. So I've just written these 4 words here, Geschichte. Why I've written this? Whenever you learn words and you think, okay, there's some similar word also like Gedicht, Gericht, Gesicht, you find some similarity. So what you have to do is, as I always suggest, you make your word meanings list, right? So write the articles, write the plural forms, and make a group of the words that look similar to you. And when you read somewhere, okay, Gedicht, Gedicht, poem, yeah, I remember. Or someone asks you, Gedicht, what is Gedicht? Then you say, okay, Gedicht is poem, Dichter is poet. So you write the similar words, and then in your mind, all the words come. Like, okay, Gedicht is, yeah, and Gericht, okay, dish or coat, Gesicht, face, yeah, or die Geschichte, history or story, right? So all the words, if you learn together, it helps you. You do not get confused and you do not end up with a mistake. So do that. It works. Next, we have Substantive or Nomens in einzigartig. So nouns are unique. Like what property they have? They have some unique property. What is it? Let's see. So somebody is coming here to introduce that uniqueness. So let's see. Just raise your right eyebrow and let's see what's cooking. Okay. So he's here to explain us, right? I know him. Don't know him. Who is he? You know him? Let me know. So here, the thing is, you can see here, Verben, Adjektive, Adverbien, und so weiter. USW is und so weiter, and so on. So verbs, adjectives, adverbs, and everything, you just go with the small case. Okay, the first alphabet is not big, it's small, but with the noun, it is big, and it has some article, some gender related to it. Okay, so do not make this mistake. This is a very simple concept, and it helps you when you read something or when you write. It helps you in your writing also. You do not make mistakes, and when you read also, you out of the context you can find, okay, this is big, okay, it has some article also, some genitive is there or some article is there, this is some noun, not a verb, and okay, this is the verb second position. So it helps you understand the text and other things also. So very simple thing, keep in your mind, nomen, noun, capital with some article. Other thing is like verbs, adjectives and all, they are the small case. Of course, when you start the sentence with all these, if you start the sentence, then you have the capital thing, otherwise not. Okay, so here this is the important message here. Think in German and express in German. This is very important. When you are learning a new language, it's not about the language only, it's about culture, it's about how you express. In any language, the main goal is to express yourself, what you want to say. Okay, it's not about high end words or very complicated words you want to use. No, you want to express yourself, how to do it. If you're dealing with German language, the right or the correct approach to do it is that you think in German, express in German. So do not do the translations. Okay, I would say this thing in English like this, so let's say that in German, just translate. No, that doesn't work. For example, if we have this question in German, wie geht's? You do not say ich bin gut. That's wrong. This is dealing with es geht, wie geht es, dir or wie geht es Ihnen, like dative case of the personal pronoun, depending on the concept. Personal pronouns also we have done, if you check the lesson. It's lesson number 8. So personal pronouns we have done, this is very important. So wie geht's is a question when you ask somebody about their well-being and you do not answer with sein verb, ich bin gut or so. No, you answer it like this, es geht mir gut, danke. So a tip here is like whenever you, it's a very basic thing, when you have some question in German, like the answer, you can frame the answer simply using the verb that has been used in the question. It's very easy to do, and that's a correct approach. You can of course change the verb and answer it in a different way if you are just fulfilling the requirement of the question, but then go with it. Next we have here this is a very common mistake. So you write like this: mein Vatername ist Herr Rakesh. My father's name is Mr. Rakesh. Suppose this is just an example. So what you do is you do that in English. So you write the same thing in German. That's wrong. Why? Because in German you have a verb heißen. This is conjugated here. Heißen is a verb to be called. So use that to tell your father's name, mother's name, or anybody's name, or your university's name, school's name. Use that. There's already a verb. Okay. Do not go for the translations. Third example, if we see jeden Tag sehe ich Fan. Jeden Tag sehe ich Fan. So what's happening here is like every day I watch TV. This is what I want to say in this sentence. So if you see in English, you say, okay, I watch TV. To watch is a verb. TV is a noun. You do not need both here in German because they have this verb. Fernsehen. So Fernsehen. Sehen is to see and Fan is from far. So that is describing the activity when you watch TV. So use that. It's a trennbares verb, separable verb. So Fan goes at the end, and sehen you conjugate. Okay. So that's a German thing. Next example, heutzutage frühstücke ich früh. Right. So nowadays I do my breakfast early. Right. In English, you are saying, okay, I do my breakfast or I have my breakfast. You do not require to do or to have. Frühstücken is a verb and it's related to your breakfast. So you can directly use it. You do not require the noun as we did here. Okay. So just simply use that. Verb is coming on the second position. You know that it's a basic sentence, basic question. W-Frage or sentence, you always use verb on the second position. So heutzutage frühstücke ich früh. Früh is early. Last thing here, written in black because red is the German thing and black I always write for the English. So she doesn't work. So this sentence, if you need to say in English, like this is in English, you need to say that in German. What you do is she does not work. So you need to express this thing. She, okay, Z, small s, but here it's starting. So we have used the capital S here. So Z, to work is arbeiten verb. So you conjugated Sie arbeitet, nicht for not. Many students get confused and they think, okay, how will I change does or do? You know, how to write that in German? They ask the questions. Okay, so how to say do or how to say does in German? You don't have to worry about that. You just need to express the thing that we need to do here. So she doesn't work. Sie arbeitet nicht. Einfach. Easy. Okay.
I hope this lesson is helpful. If your answer is yes, please like the video. Target for this video is 200 likes before the next month begins. So let's see if we can achieve that. Also, if you want a sequel to this video, like a second video about more mistakes and tips and tricks about the German language, please drop a yes in the comment section. Once I've received 50 yes, I will start working on that. Also, you know, we are on Facebook and Instagram. Also, we post memes, quiz, and a lot more there. So just follow, like, subscribe, share, do everything. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Namaste und tschüss.